Friday practice. We have one watching. Test. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, you got the mic working again. Alright, starting a little early the week ahead of schedule today. Kansas City Storm 14U in the Frosty Whites. Also assigned the housekeeping duties or picking out the pucks very nicely. We are playing the Cottage Grove Wolfpack. They are from Cottage Grove, Minnesota. In a very pretty green. I do like the green, but overall, gotta pick the Storm Frosty Whites with Frosty Blue.
Eagle in! Eagle in! Are they at home?
Cunningham wearing number 81. She's normally number 9. I think she forgot her jersey. Taking the drop. Got Gunther and Ross with her. Porta and Smith back on beat. Ross enters his zone left side. Shot wide right. It's going to go to Cunningham along the near side for us. She's met by 3 Wolfpack. Up to Smith at the point, into Gunther. Gunther flips it to the side. Ross over there, but not ready for that quite yet. Wasn't directly to her. Wolfpack's going to pressure out. Puck gets knocked away by Porta, and Cunningham dumps and goes for a change. Ross and Gunther still out. Puck flipped up and over. Ross is going to take a shot that's blocked by 3 Wolfpack players. It's going to come out to the neutral zone. Smith over to Porta. Porta, through some traffic, dumps it to a Wolfpack player. Wolfpack in return dumps it, and they're going to call off the icing. Music now on the far side board. She's got a little bit of room. She's got Wood over to her right. She sends it over to Wood. Wood drives in, loses it. We are back towards the back. Wood still with it. Wolfpack's going to send it up the far side boards. Bruner there. Bruner turns, sends it into Music. Music pass over to Wood, intercepted. I feel like this is slightly slower pace, but maybe we're just warming up. Petley with it. Petley drops it to Bruner at the point. Bruner dumps it back down in. Nobody there except Wolfpack. Wolfpack looking to set up a pass. Intercepted by Chucky, sent into Wood. Wood sends it over. And Krusek, fresh off the bench, throws it in the back of the net. Audrey Krusek, goal number 1 for the Storm today, this afternoon. Audrey Krusek, I apologize, I probably said who assisted that, but I've already forgotten. Bush House now taking the drop. We're switching it up a little bit because
Come on, Evelyn, let's go.
We're trying different stuff. That's cool. Evelyn Ramus to her right, Petley to her left. Bruner and Chucky back on D. Petley picks it up, drives in. She sends it forward, intercepted by Wolfpack. Wolfpack trying to get out along the far side boards. They do get past Chucky, but Chucky quickly recovers and sends it back in. We're still along the far side boards. Wolfpack sends it to cross ice. Gets through Bruner's legs, but picked up by Chucky, sent up the far side boards. Still battling. Wolfpack now with it around the back of the net. Bruner, good D there. Still in front. Nice leg pad kick save from Emily to get that out of the front there. And it does come up.
Go, no ice, no ice.
Up and down in, no icing. Wolfpack first to get there, sending it up the far side boards. They do get by everybody, but Smith first to collect. Smith and Porter now out on D. Smith up to Cunningham. Cunningham's got Gunther to her left. They're driving in. Green is going for a change. Ross coming out. Cunningham centering pass. Just past Gunther's stick. It's going to come up the far side boards to Smith. She's going to chip it back in. Taken away by Wolfpack, sent to neutral ice. Porter there to break up that drive. I feel like I'm talking about football. Is that a drive, a hockey thing? Anyway, we'll go with that. Need to tag back up here. They do, and Cunningham sneaks in, but she gets pickpocketed. Wolfpack through center ice takes a dump. I won't call that a shot. It was wide left. Picked up by Storm and sent down to Wolfpack. Wolfpack now trying to set something up. Going straight through center ice. Huge shot just off the left-hand side of Emily's glove. Porta around the back, takes it up. Ross there, off to the races. She's going to be the first to get there. She's going to get a shot off into the goal. Rebound. And goalie snags it for the whistle. Great opportunity there from the Storm. See if we can keep this going. Storm up 1-0. 10:46 left in the first. Emily Music will take the drop. She has Wood to her left, Petley to her right. Comes back to Chucky. She's going to send it in deep. Back behind the net it goes. Wolfpack kicks it around the far side boards. Chucky there again, sends it back in. Ends up with Music. Music's got a shot, and then almost a rebound by Wood. Oh, it just goes back around the back of the net. Krusik back there. It gets kicked around to Bruner. Bruner's going to send it back in. Wolfpack all around, all the way around. Chucky couldn't she get there to keep it in. She slows the player up, but does end up with the Wolfpack. They've got a 2-on-1, and they make a bad pass, no connection. Picked up by Wood. Over to Krusik. Much better passing today. Krusik's going to get a shot and a goal! Audrey Krusik, goal number 2, up over the left-hand shoulder of the goalie. 9:57 left in the first. Storm on the board, 2-0 against the Cottage Grove Wolfpack. Bushhouse taking the drop. She's got Remus and Petley. Petley comes around to Petley. Petley's going to take it up the near side boards. And it gets dumped along the back of the net. Wolfpack there trying to go up the far side boards. Get past Porta. Off to the races though. Smith playing excellent defense since her partner pinched up. She broke up that play. We're back in neutral zone. Back to Smith. Along the near side boards. Ends up with Smith again. She's got Petley over to her right. She sends it over to Petley. No connection there, but Bushhouse there with some pressure to keep that in for a second. Wolfpacks get it back out. Wolfpack coming in. They get around one. They make a soft backhand and a glove save from Emily Austin as the player loses an edge. But she's okay. 2-0, 9 minutes left in the first. Kansas City Storm. And we'll take the drop. She sends it through the ref's legs, picks it up herself, and gets picked up. Gigantic flying pucks here. Bruner with some pressure. Up to Ross. Ross through neutral ice. She's going to skate this. She gets by. Oh, just a step offside by her line mate. That's okay. We'll take another drop here. Reset. Same line. Cunningham, Ross, and Gunther. Bruner and Chucky back on D. Cunningham sends it to. It gets sent back to Bruner. Bruner sends it to Chucky. Chucky dumps. Races are off. Cunningham's got some speed here. She's going to get to it first. She gets pinned up by 2 players. Gunther helping out. Comes over to Ross. Ross shot. And a goal. Oh, that went in. Oh my gosh. I swore that went in. I think it went in, bounced twice, and came back out. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Zoe.
Zoe, wonderful shot there. Debatable if that was a goal. I think it hit the inside of the net. I know somebody that would say the inside of the net counts as a goal. Inside of the post. Anyway, Cunningham, Gunther, Ross. Off the drop, goes straight to the goalie. She gets the drop and the whistle. Take two. Cunningham tied up there. Wolfpack grabs the puck, pressures through neutral territory. Unable to gain access through the blue line. They finally do dump. Chucky's there to pick it up. Chucky around the back of the net, up to Ross. Ross gets by two and gets pickpocketed. U-turn here. Number 50 of the Wolfpack gets tripped up on her own accord, I would say. No trip there from us. No penalty. And they're going to wave off the icing. Wolfpack sends it all the way around. Who can get there first? And it does come out. Storm's going to have to reset. Smith going to pick it up. She's going to kind of fanned on that pass, unable to get that out of the Storm zone. One-timer blocked by Wood. Her shin pad. Now along the near side boards, Brooklyn, Wood.
There you go.
To Smith. Smith sends it out, collected by Wolfpack players center ice.
That was pretty close to a trip.
They're letting him go here. Come on. Porta behind the net grabs it. Passes up to Krusek. Krusek tries to pass it back to herself. It's back to Porta. Porta's going to go the other way around the net. She's got off of the ref's skate, but she covers it again. Up to Krusek, who is wide open here. There's somebody coming. She gets a shot and saved this time from the Wolfpack goalie. 6:21 left in the first. Storm up 2-0. Two early goals from Audrey Krusek. Apologies, I'm not certain who the assists were. Annalyn Music, Wood, and Krusek remain out. Bruner and Chucky back on D. Wolfpack needing one more player. Music tied up. It's going to come out. Storm's going to have to reset. Chucky takes a little time. What was that? I thought that was a whistle. Bruner's going to end up with it. She's going in the near side board. She gets stopped by a couple players. It comes back to Wood. 3 Storm players and 2 Wolfpack players. It's going to come cross ice to Wolfpack number 74. She gets a shot, kind of tipped back wide right behind the goal. Bruner there and Chucky. Wolfpack sends it up far side board. Shot blocked at the point by Krusek and picked up by Chucky. Tries to dump it out. It comes back to Bruner.
Do something, Riley.
Bruner looking to set something up here. They're giving her a second, so up to Wood. Wood around one, sends it up to Krusek. Krusek's got one to get by. Just puck slips by her as we go for a change now. Bushhouse out with Remus. Bushhouse not able to keep it in. It's going to squeak out to Porta. Porta through center ice gets poke checked. Wolfpack. Sorry, I can't see right below me very well. Remus breaks that up. Picks up with Bushhouse. Bushhouse unable to get a shot off. Comes back to Petley. Petley poke checked. It's going to come up to the point here. Wolfpack does get it out. Ends up with Remus. Remus is going to pass to Porta and reset. Porta pass kind of up to Bushhouse, we'll call it. Bushhouse tied up by 3 Wolfpack players. Wolfpack, number 11, gets by a couple, gets a shot off. Save from Emily, rebound, save again. Again, still behind the net. The net is off. And she's lost her stick. And they're going to blow the whistle to reset the net here. That was a lot. All right. Okay, we're going to swap out Cunningham. She's got Ross and Gunther. She sends it to the left. Wolfpack loads up a shot. Emily, chest pad save, drops it, gets down for the cover though, and the whistle right as it got kicked away. But we got the whistle, we'll reset. Cunningham again. Sends it forward and goes to retrieve. Shot wide left. Now along the near side boards, Bruner there with the rather tall player, number 11. Now along the far side board. Point tries to send it back in. Shot deflected. Ends up with Bruner. Bruner's going to go around the back of the net. Up to Ross. Ross over to Cunningham. Cunningham over. Ariel Gunther and Cunningham and a Wolfpack player off to the races. Cunningham lifts the stick. Gunther ends up with the puck, but she gets pickpocketed by Wolfpack. Wolfpack now making their pass to center ice. Rather lackadaisical. Taking their time. It's okay. Back to the point. Shot blocked by Cunningham. Picked up by Wolfpack. Sent in again off of Bruner's skate. Bruner knocks it towards the wall.
Yeah.
Wood now out. Shot wide right along the near side boards. Ross waiting there. She's unable to get it through number 87. 87 sends a centering pass out. Huge save, rebound opportunity there from the Wolfpack. Unable to put it in the back of the net. Great save there from Emily. No goal. 2:48 left in the first. Storm up to nothing against the Wolfpack. Great opportunity from the Wolfpack. It seemed like the puck was just sitting there, and Emily was caught on the other side of the net. But great initial save from Emily. And then opportunity denied by the Storm. Okay, Wood pressure again. She's got Music. She takes a shot wide right. We're over along the near side boards. Wolfpack tries to get it out. It does get by Smith. Porta in relief, almost. Sends that one up right as she turns and trips. Back up to Wood and Music there. Back to Porta. Porta looks over to Krusek. Krusek goes in. She loses it for a second. Gets it up again. She's going to get a shot off. Leg pad saved by the goalie. Back along the back of the net. Krusek's there. Music's trying to help, and they've got Wood out in front. Porta and Smith wide open at the back. They're going to send it back to Porta. Porta loads up a huge shot off of a couple players, hits the back wall. Wood back with it again along the back. They're going to send it to the far side boards. Audrey there. Krusek ends up with Wood. Wood's going to send it in. Ends up with a Wolfpack player. Music goes for a switch. Petley out. Petley, fresh off the bench, dumps it. Ramus now out with Bushhouse. Smith to Ramus. Ramus sends it in. Gets intercepted by the Wolfpack. It's going to come back to Porta. Porta's going to reset here and take a route around the back of the net, gathering some speed. She gets by 3, 4. She loses it for a second, picks it back up, enters the zone. Puck knocked away, but she sends this nice centering pass. It's going to go all the way out. Can't quite keep it in there at the point. Bruner just off the bench. Wolfpack shot. Leg pad save from Emily up to Petley. Petley over to Ramus. Ramus can't connect with the pass there. Gets sent back deeper into neutral zone. Bushhouse tripped up there. Ramus applying some pressure with 3 Wolfpack players. Great. Tying up the puck there. 28 seconds left. Chucky now out on D. Sends it back in. Waits for her team to tag up. Wolfpack stretch pass, not connected. Picked up by Bruner. Bruner is going to enter the zone, but puck knocked away again. Chucky's turn. She flips it up over the wall, gives chase. 4 seconds left. Ross is there out in front. Back up to Bruner, and time will expire here in the first. That'll be the end of the first period. Storm up 2-0. 2 quick goals against the Wolfpack Cottage Grove. Which Wolfpack? Out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Audrey Krusek with the 2 goals, and I'm sure there was some assists there. They are going to, guess what? Cut the ice. So go grab some popcorn and beverages, and we'll see you back in 15 minutes. I'm going to take a break. Thanks for listening. periods left in this game. A lot of game left. Storm with 2 on the board already. Hopefully we can keep rolling with that progress against the Cottage Grove Wolfpack out of Minnesota. Last minute words of wisdom here from Coach Carly, assisted by Coach Music and Coach Smith. They cut the ice every 2 periods on a rotation, no matter what point you are in the game. So we lucked out again with an ice cut after the first period. If it were me, I'd prefer the ice cut after the second period, but it is what it is. Cunningham takes a drop, goes to Wolfpack. Wolfpack takes a second there to send it in. Intercepted by Bruner, but quickly brought back in by the Wolfpack all the way down to Emily. Play broken up. Cunningham back there. Puck squirts out, ends up with Ross, turns and burns. She's got 2 to get by, 1 to get by. She's going to take a route around the net. Shot block. She pins up the player along the board. It's going to come back out to Gunther. Gunther's going to get a shot off the shoulder pad. Back to Ross. Ross can't send it in here. Back to Chucky. Chucky sends it in. Block in center by the Wolfpack, who picks it up. Comes through center ice. Comes back to Bruner. Bruner pass. Nice pass up to Ross. Ross takes a U-turn through center ice. Goes across the blue line. Takes a shot. Save and a huge rebound by the goalie. Which ends up coming back out to neutral ice. Bruner again. Tried to pass up to Ross, ended up sending it to a Wolfpack player who enters the storm zone. Unable to capitalize on that. It does squeak out, so Wolfpack's going to have to get offsides. That was way offsides, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not the ref. Okay, shot sent in, saved, and sent towards the back there by Emily. Trip up in the back, but puck's going to come up with Krusik. Krusik over to Wood. Bad bounce, goes back into storm zone. Recovery though, nice recovery back in front. But unable to get that into the Wolfpack zone. We're back in the storm zone here with Chucky and Krusik and Music.
It's still off!
Still offside. We didn't tag up here. Oh, they are yelling. They are yelling off. It's going to give us time to reset here. Brooklyn Wood gets the puck through center ice. She's got Krusik and Music with her. She's going to take it in. She's going to drop it to Krusik. Krusik's going to send it back along the back of the net. Music there. Back to Krusik. Just wide of her stick or deflected. It's going to squeak back out to neutral ice. Porta. Nice pass over to Wood. Wood is going to drive in, unable to get past the sticks and skates of the Wolfpack. Back out to neutral ice. Going to come to Porta. Porta sends it. Bounce pass off the boards to Krusik. Krusik met with some pressure, sends it back to Smith. Smith up to Wood. Poke checked away. Storm's going to have to tag up. They do. And back to chase is Bushhouse. And Krusik and Petley. Porta and Smith still back out on D. Wolfpack uses all their real estate available. Shot up off the top. Oh! That bounced off the top hole of the top of the net and then fell down in and back behind Emily. That was a very lucky goal there for the Wolfpack, who is now on the board. Fix her leg pad. We'll have a line change.
It's snowing in Kansas.
It's snowing? Ooh, it's snowing in Kansas. Pretty sure there's permanent snow up here in South Dakota. Bushhouse taking the job. She has Ramus and Petley with her. Wolfpack quick to pick that up though. and a shot and a save. Emily did not like that girl being in her crease. Bush Hog's taking the drop. She sends it back to Chucky. Chucky sends it up the far near side boards. Ends up with Bush House. Bush House is going to drive in. She's got one to get around. She sends a nice pass over to Remus. Remus shot. Huge rebound, but picked away by the Wolfpack and all the way back out to center ice. We're going to have to reset. Chucky picks it up. U-turn. Back up to Bush House, waiting at the point. She's going to enter. Lots of pressure here by the Wolfpack. Bush House trying to make a centering pass, unable to get it off. She's still with it. And finally, Wolfpack takes it away. Chucky, good keep. Bush House, cross-ice pass over to Petley, or Remus can't get a stick on it. They do shoot. It's wide left or back to the near side box. Remus with some pressure, and Chucky as well as Cunningham now. It's going to come out to Petley. Petley can't get her stick down on it. And she loses it to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack goes in, but retreats. I don't know if they thought they had to get off sides. They take a shot. It goes to Chucky to Gunther. Gunther over to Ross. A little far in front of her. But sent towards the goalie by Cunningham. But the goalie is able to get that one down. Cunningham will take the drop. Goes to Gunther. Gunther tries to send it back to the D. Can't make the pass connect. We're back to center ice. Wolfpack's going to have to tag up. Porta's going to collect, take a route around the back of the net. That's her super power up.
Yeah.
Super level.
Get your crossovers going.
Yeah. All right. Comes out to Bush. Zoe Ross here is going to enter in. She's got a 3-on-1. She takes a shot, deflected wide right, ends up with Cunningham. Cunningham back. Gets by everyone. Back out to neutral ice. We go. Storm's going to have to reset. Smith. Back up to Ross. Ross unable to gain entry through the blue line. Ends up with Smith. Smith is going to carry. Good keep there by Ross at the blue line. Sends a shot all the way in on the goalie. Comes to Krusek. Rebound. Krusek along the back of the net. She's got Ross wide open out front. One-timer sent in. Block. Back to Ross again. Center ice. She's going to make a route here to make some space. Shot up and up to the air. Wolfpack all the way along the boards. Puck comes out. Storm's going to have to tag up. They do. Good keep there by Music, and again by Wood to send it deep. Wolfpack collects behind their own net, looking to go up the far side board. That takes a route all the way up along. Bruner over to Krusek. Can't get control of this puck. Back to Bruner. Nice pass over to Wood. Wood tries to make a move. Gets poke checked. Ends up with Chucky. Ends up with Krusek. Now along the back of the net is Emily Music and Audrey Krusek. They've got Wood out in front. Krusek turns and shoots. Blocked by the goalie. Bruner dumps it deep. Emily Music there. Krusek ends up with the puck again. She's got Wood out in front. She's looking to set something up. She sends it to Bruner up at the point. Bruner sends it back in. Over to Music. Music lines up a shot off of 2 posts. And out. No goal. Back to Krusek along the far side. Krusek turns and shoots. Blocked. Puck comes back to Bruner. Bruner loads up a shot. Stick save from the goalie. And that one gets by Bruner. We are off to the races. Chucky is going to get there first to kick it up the far side boards back to Wood. Wolfpack keeps it in. Shot up over the top of the net, now along the near side boards. Sent back in deep by the Wolfpack. 7:17 left in the second. Bruner trying to get this by number 11, the 7-footer there. Up to Krusek. Krusek gets it out of the zone. Not sure who's going to pick up this puck here. Ends up back deep in Storm zone. Bushhouse there with Bruner along the boards. Ends up with Bushhouse. She's going to chip it up the near side boards back to Krusek. Krusek unable to get by the two Wolfpack players. Puck slides in towards Emily, who opts for the drop and the whistle. We'll have a line change. Bushhouse taking the drop. She has Petley and Ramos with her. Porta and Smith back out on D. Comes back to Porta. Porta takes a U-turn. Tries to go around the back of the net. Line pass back up the far side wall. Ends back up with Porta again. She's got a little bit of room. Sends it up to Remus. Remus flips it over, and Bushhouse capitalizes on this opportunity. She's got one to get around. She's using her wheel. She's got Petley out in front. Oh, nice pass to Petley. She can't settle it on her stick, though, and it's collected by the Wolfpack. They've got a 2-on-1. Remus coming to back check. Porta there breaks up that play. Poke checks that away. But still with the Wolfpack. Comes over to Remus center ice. She's got a little bit of room here. She's going to pressure through, send it up to Petley off of her skate. But ends back up with Remus. And Remus is going for a change. Ross now out. Cunningham along the far side boards. Porta. Nice pass over to Ross. Ross got one to get by. She gets a pass. Gunther there. Shot, block. Rebound. Gunther backhands it. No. Not enough on that, and the Wolfpack kicks it out. Porta and Smith off to the races. Porta first to get around the launch pad. Up the far side boards. Just too far past Cunningham and Ross, but ends up with Cunningham. Cunningham's going to have a breakaway here. She's got Gunther there for the rebound. She takes a backhand rebound, her own rebound. They kick it back out. Porta just keeps it in, loads up a slapper, and a huge slap shot right on the goalie. Gunther went in for the rebound, but the goalie got the clapper down there for the whistle. Nice shot, Lex! Let's go! Woo! All right. 5 minutes left in the second period. Storm up 2-1. Very close game here against the Cottage Grove Wolfpack in green. Cunningham sends it towards the back of the net and then goes to chase. Tripped up, a couple players. Puck still loose, comes out towards the far side boards. Wolfpack collects. Unable to connect there on the breakout pass. And then feel like I'm bouncing. And interference? Or offside?
But it's over. My body's over, right?
Music taking the job. She has Krusek and Wood with her. Puck goes back to Chucky. Chucky, nice pass through center ice over to Wood. Wood drives in. She's got Music behind her and loses the puck. Cottage Grove Wolfpack picks it up. Wood with the back check. Trips up a couple of players, ends up with Bruner. Bruner pass up to Krusek. Krusek finally settles the puck on her stick, and she enters in the zone along the near side boards. She's going to chase this puck to the back, but Cottage Grove's going to send it around to Chucky at the point. Chucky back down, or maybe not. It's going to come back to center ice. Bruner, nice pass up to Wood. Wood enters. She's got Krusek. Krusek can't quite get a hard shot off there. Somebody dropped their stick. But nonetheless, a shot on goal towards the goalie, but she is able to get the save on that one. 3:48 left in the second. We remain Music, Krusek, and Wood. Porta and Smith back on D. Wolf back quick to pick that up. They get past one. Drops. Smith loses a stick, but play broke it up. Puck ends up back with Krusek. And Smith sends it up, but we are offsides. All right, Bush House, Ramus, and Petley out with Porta and Smith on D. Ramus is going to jump. Storm tries to chase. Pass intercepted by Porta. While they're waiting to get back on sides, Porta dumps. Wolfpack exiting pass, not connected. Still through center ice. Wolfpack ends up dumping on net though. Emily's going to send that to Smith. Smith. Oh, nice pass. Attempted pass, but not quite enough on it to get up. Now Porta and Bush House battling. Puck's going to go back behind the net. Smith back there with the 7-footer. Trying hard. Emily has lost her stick. Bush House ends up with it. She sends it over to Ramus. Ramus. Pass not connected, but ends up back with Bush House. In Storm Zone briefly. Now back to neutral ice. A couple players tied up, but Bush House is still playing the game here. She drives in. She can't quite get a shot off. She's around the back of the net. She's got Petley and Ramus right out front. One-timer, and oh! Couple opportunities there from the Storm, but kicked back out. And all the way down, they're going to wave off the icing. Brunner first to get there, goes around the launch pad. Gets poke checked, but ends back up with the puck. Pass up to Ross. Unsuccessful, back to Brunner. Brunner pass over to Gunther. Gunther's got some room. She sends a pass over to Ross. Ross drives in, shot, and goalie caught. Nice shot, nice catch. No goal, 1:33 left in the second. Storm up 2-1. Cunningham, Gunther, and Ross. Chucky and Brunner out on D. Cunningham sends them. Oh, nice pass over to Ross. Can't connect. Gunther picks it up. Shees gets deflected wide right. Centering pass was snagged by the goalie there for the whistle. We'll reset. Cunningham again. Wolfpack all the way around the net. Ross there along the near side boards. Wolfpack goes the other way around the net. Gunther there. Gunther's got some room. Sends it to Cunningham. Poke checked by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack bounce pass off the wall. Chucky there to break up that play. And then Brunner kicks it out of the zone. Wolfpack gonna have to reset. They dump. Picked up by Chucky. Tries to go up the far side boards, but kept in. 41 seconds left in the second. Wolfpack around. Oh, centering pass. No, not connected with anyone. Picked up by Krusek. She flips it up and goes off to get it. She still has the puck. She's going to go around the back of the net. And lots of pressure there by number 77 of the Wolfpack. Rough now involved. 17 seconds left. Krusek tries to kick it. She's going to end up with it again. She's going to turn and shoot. Wide left. Zoe Ross over there along the near side boards. We have 7 seconds left. She sends it back along the back of the net. Back to Ross, but that'll be the end of the second period. Score is Storm 2. Cottage Grove Wolfpack 1. Brief intermission here, and we'll begin the third period of our of water or something with caffeine. Emily Austin heading back to her position in net to be getting ready to begin the third period here of game 3. In the 15U Brookings Winter Classic here in Brookings, South Dakota at the Larson Ice Center. Annalyn Music will take the drop. She has Brooklyn Wood to her right and Audrey Krusek to her left. Lexi Porta and Maddie Smith back on D. Puck goes into the Wolfpack zone. Wood applying some pressure there, but unable to keep that in. Wolfpack's going to send it in. Back behind the net, Porta trying to settle this on her stick. She sends it back up the boards to Wood. Wood unable to collect it. Bounces all the way towards center ice. Wolfpack attempts a shot, but very wide left. We're still along the near side boards here. Wood over to Krusek, waiting patiently here. She gets poke tech, but tries to stay with it. We're back in the storm zone.
Cool.
Wolfpack up to the point, shot across the front of the crease towards the near side board. Porta now along the back of the net. She flips it up and takes a tumble. Wolfpack tries to keep sending it in. We are just not able to get this out here. Emily finally scoops that one up for the whistle and a reset. See if we can have some better luck getting this puck out of our zone. It's alright, settling in. Settling in for the third period. Bushhouse will take the drop. She has Remus and Petley with her. Chucky and Bruner back on D. Oh, nice there. Pass intercepted by Remus. She's got a breakaway here. She got in front of the two. She's going to get a shot. Oh, I don't know if that was deflected or wide right. It's now along the near side boards. There's a great breakaway opportunity there. And kept in by Storm Bruner over to Petley. Petley sends it in off of a player in front. Back to Petley. Chucky's going to pinch down to try and keep this in. She goes up and over the top of a falling player. They don't know where the puck is. Still along the blue line here. Wolfpack's going to send it down, and that's going to be icing. Bruner's not going to get there. I wouldn't want to get there either because we're coming back to the Wolfpack zone. So this is an old song. Cunningham taking the drop. She's got Gunther to her right, Ross to her left. Wolfpack just sends that one all the way down. This time Bruner's going to get to it. She's first to get there. She sends it back up, back in. Ooh, luckily didn't connect with the Wolfpack player. Ross picks it up. She's going to skate it into the zone. Cunningham gets tripped up. Ross still with it along the far side boards. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham keeps it in at the blue line twice, but sent back out by the Wolfpack. Everybody is pumped up here in the middle. See if we can spread back out and make something happen. Bruner breaks up that play. Wolfpack goes all the way in. Several rebound saves there from Emily. Save again. Huge rebound. She loses her stick. And we got it away from our goalie at least, and now it is back to neutral zone. We're going to go for a change. Everybody's kind of tired after that one. Krusek off the bench, picks it up, sends it to Music. Ross is going to go for a change. Wood now out. Wood through center. Along the near side, Boyd pushes in. But Wolfpack fighting hard here. Smith is going to enter and dump on the back. Krusek there with some pressure. Going to come up. Krusek bounce pass. Not sure. Music there, kind of battling along the boards here. Comes out with Annalyn Music. She sends hard pass over for Wood. Doesn't connect. Porta tries to pinch down. And the Wolfpack has a 2-on-1. Smith went for the skater, which is good because she broke up that play. Unable to get a shot off there, but we're now along the near side boards. Centering pass intercepted by Smith and sent back up the near side boards to Wood.
Yeah.
Centering pass again intercepted by Porta and kicked out past
Go, go, go!
Past the Wolfpack. It's going to be no icing. Wood there to apply some pressure. Goalie kicks it across to the weak side. Krusek gets there to dump back in. She's going to go for a change. Bushhouse out. Bushhouse, great pressure there to force that turnover. Bushhouse still with it against two Wolfpack players. Back to Petley along the back of the net. But still with Bushhouse. Bushhouse trying to get the centering pass out. She does to Remus. Unable to get a shot off. Chucky's going to pinch down. Comes back out. We're going to have to tag up, but unable to get back on sides. Offsides against the Storm. We'll take another drop here. Bushhouse, Remus, Petley, Bruner, and Chucky back on D. Waiting for a fifth Wolfpack player. Bushhouse sends that forward, but Wolfpack sends it through back. Sorry. Storm trying to cycle here. We're along the near side board. Going to come back to Bruner. Bruner.
Got away with the high stick there for sure.
Nice pass over to Petley. Petley's going to enter the zone. She's going to get a shot off. And a glove save by the goalie. 10 minutes left in the third period. Storm up 2-1. Cunningham, Gunther, and Ross out there right now. Smith and Porta back on D. Wolfpack all the way around the far side boards. They do get it past Porta. Smith there to chase. No icing. Smith collects. Sends it all the way around the boards. Ross there to continue, but sent back in by the Wolfpack. We're now on the far side boards. Wolfpack sends it up to their point. Shot in wide right, bounces off the back wall. Cunningham there to try and flip that up. Kept in again by the Wolfpack. Smith now up to Ross on the near side boards. Ross does get it by. She's got Cunningham to her left. They've got one to beat. She sends it over to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Ross. Ross shot. Huge rebound opportunity there. Nice shot by Ross. Goalie left a rebound there, but nobody there to send that in. Back in the Storm zone, picked up by Porta. Porta's going to flip this up to Cunningham. Cunningham's going to dump and go for a change. Krusek there. Goes around the back of the Wolfpack net, waiting for her teammates to come. Tries the wraparound almost through the 5-hole there, but somehow that goalie got the save on that one. Storm had to reset, and now they'll have to reset again. No icing. Bruner off the swap. Goes around the launch pad, sends it up. Wolfpack keeps it in. Chucky now around the back of the Storm net. Gonna go up the near side boards. Kept in by the Wolfpack. Off to Bruner. Does come out. Three Wolfpack and two Storm players. Puck comes out to Wolfpack player who gets tripped up with. Krusek here. Wild. So I'm trying to get it out again. Still kept in. Number 60 is going to get a shot off of Emily's face mask. Over towards the back of the net now. Chucky there. Going to try the far side boards. Sent back in. And a goal. Point by the Wolfpack. She got her leg pad on that, but it just kicks it back in the very corner of the net. That's okay. Got a game here. Tie game 2-2. 7:30 left in the third period. Lots of game left. Bush House taking a drop. She sends it back to Smith. Smith's going to drive in along the near side boards. Ramus there to help get it all the way down in. Bush House, cross ice pass, nobody there. Back to Porta at the point. She's going to load up a slapper. Wide right. We're now along the near side board. Back to Smith. Smith's going to send it in. Gets through everybody. Back to Petley along the far side boards. She dumps it back behind the net. Where'd it go? It went way up. Ends up with the Wolfpack. They send it out and down. No icing. We're going to call that off. Porta collects around the launch pad. No. Bush House now back to help with the back check. Smith there trying to get out the far side boards. Sent in again, kick save by Emily there. Save still along the far side boards, trying to get this puck out. Smith is going to send that up and out, but Wolfpack quick to send it back in. Porta unable to make the change. Picks up the puck. She's gonna go with it through center ice, coming in towards the far side board. She sends a centering pass that deflects up and over the top of the net. Ross with the keep there. Fresh off the bench there with some fire to send it back into the zone or along the far side boards. Wolfpack gets it back out to neutralize. Brunner drives in and dumps it. Cunningham with some pressure to try and get this. Gunther now out. Ross into the feet of Cunningham, unable to get that, but Ross does get up in the shot, and rebound opportunity. Gunther can't quite get there. Puck was kind of just dangling there. Ross tries to dump and go for a change, I think, but got intercepted. And we're now back to Chucky in the storm zone. She sends it over to Brunner. Brunner's going to carry. She loses it at the blue line. But we do gain the zone. Music there with Krusek battling along the far side boards. Krusek's got Ross. She gets around one or two and then gets poke checked. It comes back up to Chucky. Loads up a shot. Lots of traffic in front. Back to Music along the far side boards. Brunner sends it back from the point, and Wolfpack sends it out. Got a cherry picker back here, but Chucky able to reset back to Brunner. Brunner to Music. A little bit better with the cycling there. Brunner and Music and Wood along the far side boards. Music backhand pass up to Wood. Wood collects. She's got Krusek over to her right. Huge rebound opportunity there from Krusek, and the goalie gets over for the cover. Oh wow, I thought they were going to catch her on the other side of the goal. Great work there. Great opportunity from the Storm. That was a nice bang-bang play. The goalie was on both sides of the net to make two saves in a row. Music. Drop goes hard back over to Porta. Porta unable to keep it in. She cycles back to Smith. Smith to Wood. Ends up with Music again. She's going to get a shot off wide right. We're going to be along the far side boards here with Krusek. Krusek gets tripped up. Puck sent across ice by the Wolfpack. Smith there to try and get through center ice. And finally, we're going to get a tripping call on the Wolfpack. Our first penalty of the game, 3 5:21 left in the third. Wolfpack player going to the box for tripping. Tie game 2-2. Cunningham's going to take the drop. We have Remus and Wood, Smith and Porta back out on deep. Puck tied up off the drop. Cunningham sends it across the front of the crease. Wood there. Unable to get control here. Wolfpack's continuing to go through center ice. They dump it deep. Porta's there to collect along the back of the net. Tries to send it up the near side board. It does come out, but we are on a power play here, ladies. Smith now with it around the launch pad, and I don't know what was that?
Offside. They never cleared.
Oh.
We have the ball.
We had the puck. Offsides call did not go in favor of the Storm there, so we had the puck.
I mean, you called it 10 times. It should be down there.
Nobody really getting any control here.
There you go.
Okay, nice poke check from Wood. Send it deep into the zone. She chases. Hard shot all the way around the boards. Back to Chucky. We're going to cycle. Chucky to Brunner. Brunner up to Remus. It's going to go into the zone. Remus there with some pressure along the near side boards with Cunningham. Brunner pinches down to keep that in. Gets past Cunningham. Picked up by Wolfpack. They're going to skate it out. Back to neutral zone. Going to reset. Chucky back to Brunner. Brunner dumps. No icing though. Picked up by a Wolfpack player. Stretch pass to 74 with a nice move to get that into the zone. Ross sends it out. And the Wolfpack sends it right back in. Brunner along the back of the Storm net. 1:29 left in our tie game. Nice pass over to Gunther. Gunther's got pickpocketed. She dropped it back to Music. Music's going to send that. Oh, she tried to send it back to our defenders, but got past the blue line. Smith, nice pass up to Gunther. Music pass over to Ross. Ross is going to shoot, deflected along the back of the net. Gunther there with Music, nobody out in front. Ross comes over and shoots. That was a goal! Holy moly, off the post. Still with it, Music there. Gunther battling hard. It's going to come back to Smith, and Smith sends it in. Huge rebound there. Gunther battling. Oh my goodness, that was insane. Wolfpack now coming in. They get past Porta and Smith, but Emily gets the clapper down for the whistle. How did that not count? Man.
I think it would hit the corner, yeah.
I didn't see the net move at all, but I didn't hear it either.
That was weird. That was very weird. We're going to have a timeout. Get some final words of wisdom for our tie game. 26 seconds left. right, long, quiet powwow there, no music to pump us up. 26.3 seconds left in this game. We are going to drop in the Storm defensive zone. Bush House takes a drop. The ref kind of in the way. She sends it to Petley. Petley up to Bush House. Bush House trying to get out here. Shot and a glove save by Emily Austin. 12.2 seconds left in the game. Wolfpack has pulled their goalie, so it's a 6-on-5. Bush House will take the drop. She sends it across ice. Doesn't connect with anybody. Petley there to try and pressure this out, but kept in by the Wolfpack. Sent it over out by Porta. Back in by the Wolfpack, but that'll be the end of the game. Tie 2-2. This is a regular game, so shots on goal in favor of the Storm. It looks like they had 29 on the board for Storm and 11 for the Wolfpack. Unfortunately, goals are what counts, and this will be a draw here against the Cottage Grove Wolfpack. Thanks for joining us, guys. We will have one game tomorrow, and I'm not sure if the time is determined yet. Check with your Storm player on the time, and it will be most likely back here at the same rink. So we'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. Thanks for listening.